down except the newer concession stand. Hopefully, maybe either utilize that as a stand, or I would like to turn that into another ADA bathroom for that end of the, of the park. So when you take that and make it into, top lot or something like that, then we have, facilities right there. But we would like to move forward, but I don't know what to do with the block from the bathrooms in the office, which we would like to put into the pool as the backfill in order to save us money. Normally it costs us, the last time we did a bulk project like this, it was, I want to say $50 a truckload to take it to a recycling plant. So we're going to have some work removing the lead from the steel over the old pavilion area, and the roof area of the concession stand is going to have to be removed because that is asbestos.
All right, well, I agree. We're going to have to get together real soon and maybe have a meeting with all of us. And of course, like Bill Fletcher was saying, to make some kind of an idea of what we want to do with that. And what we are actually saying, we just move this go down, take a look at the building. We haven't actually met yet and decided on some kind of project there, which we're going to need to do real soon. But yeah, thank you. I just was wondering if that had anything to do with the drainage area.
The drainage will, hopefully we'll be getting plans for that to go out to bid.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
While you're up there, Bob, do you have anybody have any questions for Bob? Or?
Where'd you get that tie?
I grew up with a mother and 3 sisters. I never bought anything in my life.
All right. Chief Clay.
My idea of fashion is
Evening,
clean.
everybody.
That's my
Tonight
idea of
I got
fashion.
some more good news about your police department. On forward with several things we've spoken about before. Thank you, Mr. Bates, for the 457 plan that is being put into effect. That is something that I brought with me that I've had since I was about 22 years old in Philadelphia. It's a supplemental retirement, and the officers have a chance to put their money into this plan pre-taxed. And it doesn't cost the borough anything. It's their money. They choose where they put their investments, and they'll be able to take it out at 59.5 later on. So it's a great plan for them. It's pre-tax. It's a super plan. And what's nice is it doesn't cost you people anything. As you saw, we hired Chris tonight. I'm very happy. As you see, I'm looking for college graduates. I want to go in that direction. Won't be able to do it all the time, but that's what I'm looking for. Crime stats for last month. Our Part 1 crimes, which is your robberies, burglaries, everything like that, is down 28%. The mileage on your vehicles are up 29%, which means your officers are in your neighborhood doing a lot more patrolling than they ever had. And one thing I have heard from a lot of people is they see the officers more than they ever have. And you will continue to see that. The only thing that is up for the month is our burglaries. We have 4 more this time than we did last year. We have 2 commercial burglaries this past month. One was at the Borough restaurant up on Trenton, and the other one was at the bar on Bridge Street. Okay. Besides that, that's the only little spike we got going. There's really no trends. I've looked. I got a pin map going. There's really no trend where it is. We had a bad job this past couple weeks ago over at 300 Crown. A woman was robbed inside of her house. It appears that it was a burglary to start with that went into a robbery. He got in through a back balcony door that was left unlocked, which we have spoken about before about that. And fortunately, she was a very good witness. Camille fled back through the canal over the bridge. Officer McIntyre, Chris McIntyre, was able to apprehend him over in Trenton. He's been brought back, and he's in jail. So that was a fantastic job. One thing we do not have yet in the police department, and it's in my works, and he's probably going to be the first one to receive a commendation for that job, but that is part of my directives that I just don't have done yet. Okay? But he will. He did a The SWAT team came up and did a great job with my officers. They walked out with smiles on their face. These officers worked well together. They learned a tremendous lot of material in a very short period of time. It was live simulation fire. My officers did very well. They responded very well. They got a lot of teamwork out of it, which was, I'm very happy about that. Second training we got coming up. I don't know why they talked about this last month, but the Bucks County lab, the drug lab, is about 2 months behind, 3 months behind in getting the drugs tested. So when we arrest somebody, they go before Judge Burns. And what happens is it takes 3-4 times before they get through the preliminary hearing. That's unacceptable. So what happens is in those 3 or 4 times, the judges finally let these guys out of jail because they have to. We have a speedy trial, and we don't fulfill it. So what we're doing is, Judge Burns and I sat down, and we're going back to another Philadelphia thing that's been in place forever. And never understood why we didn't have it here. We can test the drugs here downstairs. It's called NIC test. A company by the name of Sergi sells these little packets. They're $2 a piece. But what happens is, my officers can test it, they can get a certificate that says that they're qualified to test these narcotics, and it's enough to get through the preliminary hearing. So rather than having 3 or 4 preliminary hearings and the guy walking out on us, we're going to have one preliminary hearing because we have enough to get through the prima facie case to get at the trial. So what I did was, Judge Burns went to the President Judge, asked him if it was okay with him. The President Judge put it out to the whole county. In turn, I called the North Carolina, the Surgery Company. They are sending a representative up here on June 19th to train my officers as well as all the officers in the county. So all the officers in the county will be coming here for a one-day session to learn how to do this. So it looks good for Morrisville that everybody's coming here. It's a new program that's going to affect the whole county. And let me tell you, they're talking about that. Okay, so it's a great thing. What else we got going on? We took 150 rifles and shotguns from downstairs, talking about the Coatesville the other day, and mellowed them down. So half of my guns are going downstairs. I'm going to have another burn date, probably in another month. It'll eliminate all my old firearms that were collected over the last 30 years downstairs. And the last thing will be my drugs, which I'm waiting for Merck to give me a date. I have about 200 pounds of drugs right downstairs that have already been cleared, ready to go. So it's all part of the clearing that evidence room out, so I can get the evidence system in place. So everything is very efficient. What comes in, goes out, everything will be barcoded in and out, and we know where everything is all the time. Okay. Mr. Burns stopped in today to see me. My off door is always open. Please stop and see me. Any questions? What are you laughing at?
I have a question. Chief, I notice you have a new category under offenses, truancy.
Yes.
Does that come in under the crimes and offenses, or is that a separate category?
I don't understand the question.
You have a category under crimes and offenses, truancy.
Right.
Is that an offense, a criminal offense?
Yes, it's a citation. It's a summary citation.
And that's what jack your total figures up
For the arrest?
yeah.
Yes.
And also for the offenses.
No. Well, it does in that bottom category. It brings those up, but I'm not really concerned about those because they're more self-initiated crimes that my officers go get.
It's like
Drugs, weapons, they're
Okay.
self-initiated as compared to a victim crime, which is our Part 1 crimes.
Okay.
The other ones are done. And also, just to let you know, I did meet with Judge Burns, I did meet with the superintendent to make sure we weren't stepping on anybody's toes. They're very happy about this program. Judge Burns has said that this gives the kids a little more structure, gives them a little more programs that he gets them in. And according to Superintendent Ferrero, he says the attendance has gone up tremendously since we've done that.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thanks, Chief, for all you do.